Hello again, this is Neil Smith from NHL Wraparound Podcast with Smith's Picks for Thursday, March 19th, 2026. Well, yesterday, overtime does not serve us well. I got to tell you that we were 2 wins, 1 regulation loss, and 3 losses in OT shootout. So came up with a 2-1-3 record, which bumps our season record to 450 wins, 253 regulation losses, and 100 times we've lost in overtime or in a shootout. 100. Imagine if I had those 100 points. Anyway, we regress. Let's move on to tonight's schedule. A matchup of Team USA goaltenders going at one another in Boston, where Connor Hellebuck will play for the Winnipeg Jets, visiting Jeremy Swayman and the Boston Bruins. And we got Swayman winning this game against his gold medal partner. So that's Boston over Winnipeg. New York Islanders with Matthew Schaefer sick this morning, didn't go to practice. They're in Ottawa, Canada's capital. It looks like Sorokin will be in net for the Islanders. We don't know who for the Senators, but the Senators are probably going to win that home game in Ottawa. Then you've got a real close one here. Montreal at Detroit. 2 teams that are fighting in the Atlantic Division. This is a tough one. Detroit without their captain, Dylan Larkin. Montreal playing pretty well lately. But I'm going to go with Detroit in Little Caesars Arena. The Columbus Blue Jackets welcome in, and I mean welcome. Anybody would welcome and be happy to see the New York Strangers come in, playing the second of a back-to-back because they got obliterated last night at the Garden by the Devils. So the Rangers go into Columbus to play against the hungry Blue Jackets. Guess who we're picking? The Blue Jackets. Chicago Blackhawks are in Minnesota. A bit of a rivalry there, but still the Wild will win that game. Seattle Kraken at Nashville, and we think that it'll be a predatory game, and the Predators will keep those 2 points at home. Florida Panthers, banged up as they are, will go in to play against the Leon Draisaitl-less Edmonton Oilers, and we think Edmonton's going to beat Florida, who are just too thin right now. Tampa Bay Lightning go in to play against the lowly Vancouver Canucks. You probably already know who we're picking in that game. That would be John Cooper's Tampa Bay Lightning. Utah Mammoth in against Vegas. Now, normally this would be an obvious pick, and you'd say, well, Vegas are one of the top teams. Not right now, they're not the way they're playing. But we still think that they will probably squeak out the victory, but it'll be a tight one. The reborn Buffalo Sabres are in to play against the young, youthful San Jose Sharks. Buffalo is just too strong right now. We think they're going to come out of the Shark Tank with a victory. The last game of the night, Rick Tocchet and his Philadelphia Flyers play on the second night of a back-to-back. They're in L.A. to play Artemi Panarin and the L.A. Kings. And we think that the Kings will win this game at Crypto.com Arena. So that's it for tonight. A lot of games. Enjoy them. There'll be some real tight ones. Could move the standings around, so you got to watch. But that's Smith's Picks for Thursday, March 19th.